So my name is Stephen Rydell. I am a sales consultant at Morrie's Brooklyn Park Subaru. We really try to focus on educating customers when they come in and make sure they get into the right vehicle. We're really trying to make sure they have all the information that they need and hopefully get them out the door with the perfect vehicle for them. I actually just finished up my week 3 of working at Morrie's. I'd have to say my favorite part about working at Morrie's has got to be the culture, the family culture, and also just getting to see new faces every day and interact with new people and learn their lives, learn their story. Born and raised in Duluth, Minnesota, up in the tundra of the north. My first car I ever owned was a 1995 white Pontiac Grand Am, and the best feature about that car was the giant dent on the roof. It was pretty fun to drive around and people wonder what happened there. My favorite Subaru, that is a tough question. I have a little bit of an affection for the Legacy. It was one of the cars I've owned in the past. I had a 2012 Legacy. And the nice thing about that vehicle is it's a little bit bigger, but it's still a sedan. You still get a little bit of a sporty feel, but there's still enough space for functionality. Between that and probably the Forester, just for the extra room, towing capacity, and the redesign coming out here pretty shortly, it's going to be a great looking car. So, any hidden talents? Well, I was in orchestra when I was in high school, so I was always the orc dork of the family. I can play the viola. It's been a while, but I'm sure I could bust out a pretty awesome tune on that. It's a pretty neat talent, I suppose. I'm a huge foodie. Anytime there's an opportunity to try a new restaurant, you can count me in. Minneapolis recently moved down, obviously, but trying the new restaurants, it seems like there's a new one popping up every 3 weeks. Between that and going to a local brewery, testing out new craft beers or a winery, new wine, that combined with traveling has got to be my favorite thing to do in the world. The first thing I would buy if I won the lottery, it's not really buying, but obviously I would pay off my family's debt. I think everybody goes with that first. First thing I would buy would probably be an all expense paid trip for my immediate family to go anywhere in the world for a month. If I could travel anywhere in the world, it's between 2 places, either Hawaii, I've never been, it's a dream vacation. I love the outdoors, hiking, seeing the waterfalls in Hawaii sounds incredible. Between that and either Italy or Greece in the Mediterranean. For food, for culture, it's been a dream vacation of mine for a long time. If I was having everybody over for dinner, what would I make? I would probably grill something. It'd either be steaks or grill up some marinated pork chops or chicken. Serve that with some roasted asparagus. I make a pretty mean roasted asparagus. And then probably maybe some homemade bread on the side too. If I found a penguin in my freezer, I would first check to see if he was okay, or she, could be a she. And secondly, I would just probably cuddle the heck out of it because penguins are adorable. I think my most hated condiment is steak sauce. And I know I'm going to offend people by saying that, but I feel like steak is just great the way it is. Unless you have a really good homemade sauce, but steak sauce, no. Is a hot dog a sandwich? I mean, I guess technically it's in between 2 pieces of bread, and the sub is technically a sandwich. So I guess I would say it's a sandwich. Never really thought about it. So again, my name is Steven. I work at Morrie's Brooklyn Park Subaru, and hopefully you've enjoyed a little bit of my goofiness, getting to know me a little bit, but I'd love you to stop in and get to know you a little bit. You can know a little bit more about me, and hopefully meet you soon.